Hello and welcome to Concepts. In this session, we will create a presentable exterior view based on a 3D model created in SketchUp. I will explain some tips and techniques to do that very quickly. After completing simple massing in SketchUp, just select your desired angle, then export to the image and select JPG as file format. Import the image to Concept by tapping the import icon and select it from your photos. While the image is selected, drop its opacity to around 50%. I will start putting the details of the building using the soft pencil. Usually I use 100% smoothing for this. I'm using the 3D model in the background as a general guide, yet I can still make some alternation to the massing at this stage. I find that the more details you include, the better quality result you will get. Now it's time to use the fill tool to create shades and shadows. Usually I'm applying the fill to some spaces more than once until I get the shade I'm looking for. For example, the bottom surfaces on this scene are darkest, so I'm applying fill up to 3 times on these areas. I will give the glass some blue color. Darkening the interior ceilings gives the glass more realistic look. I want the frontal area to have some retail stores in there. In order to give that impression, I will import shop interior facade from my photos and drop its opacity to around 50%. Then just copy several images in the retail area. Then I will use a mask tool to hide some extra areas outside the shops. Import some brand logos for the shops. The multitask feature is the best way to import several images and save some steps. I'm using the transform feature to place the logos in perspective. I will import a sky image in a separate layer. Scale it, drop its opacity a little to see the lines behind, then use the mask tool to hide the extra areas. I used 100% smoothing mask to define the edges, then I'm dropping the smoothing to 0% so I can hide the internal parts faster. Next, we will populate the scene with some crowds of people. Adding cutouts like this gives the perspective some context and helps in describing the scale of things. I'm using some pre-prepared PNG files for this, which works great, but you could also use some of the objects packs available in the import menu. This is one of the most fun steps in the process and helps to make visualization presentable very quickly. Adding some drop shadows for the people helps in blending them to the scene. The watercolor tree in the corner will match the color in my perspective. I'm going to finish the drawing by outlining the building with a thick black pen. This will add a sense of depth in the drawing. Here we are. Starting from a simple massing to a full presented perspective is an easy mission in concepts.